Welcome to Advancing Your Business with Google Programs. Today we're going to talk about Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. Let's get started. First, let's learn how to create or import a new document. To create a new document, choose from the following options. In Docs, scroll down and click Create, or the colorful plus sign. In Drive, in the upper left corner, click New, then Google Docs, and Blank Document or From a Template. If you have existing text documents, such as Microsoft Word or Adobe PDF files, you can easily import and convert them to Docs. Start by going to Drive, then click New and File Upload, and choose a text document from your computer. Then right-click the file you want to convert and select Open with Google Docs. Converting your document from another program creates a copy of your original file in the Docs format. You can then edit it in your browser just like any other document. If you've already stored Microsoft Word documents in Drive, you can also upload them without converting to Docs. Now that we have a new document, let's learn how to edit it. To rename your document, at the top of the page, click Untitled Document and enter a new title and click OK. To add or edit text, just click in the page and start typing. You can also add links, pictures, and more. As you can see in my screenshot here in the Insert menu, it lets you add different features to your document. So here are some of the highlights. Under Image, you can insert an image from your computer, the web, Drive, or another area. Under Table, you can select the number of columns and rows to create a table. Under Drawing, you can create shapes, pictures, and diagrams right in your document. And under Link, you can add a link to another page or to a header or bookmark in the same document. Under Bookmark, you can add shortcuts to specific places within your document. And under Table of Contents, you can create an auto-generated table of contents that links to each heading in your document that has a heading style applied. You can easily create page columns. If you're working on an academic paper or another large document, you can organize text into columns. Do this by clicking Format, then Columns. Select the number of columns you want, and optionally, to adjust the spacing or add lines between columns, click Format, then Columns, then More Options. When you're done, click Apply. Right within Google Docs, you can easily share and collaborate on any document. To share a file or folder with specific people, do this the following way. In Drive, right-click the file or folder you want to share and select Share. It's the little person with the plus sign next to it. Don't forget you can only share files that you own or have access to. Next, under People, enter the email address of the person or group you want to share with. Last, click Edit, little pencil there, and choose the access level for who you're sharing with. You have three options: Can Edit, which means collaborators can edit and content as well as add comments. Can Comment, which means collaborators can add comments but can't edit content. And Can View, in where people can view the file but they can't edit or add any comments. Everyone you share with receives an email with a link to the file or folder. And when you've finished, click Send. You can also propose changes directly within the document without editing any text by simply suggesting an edit. Your suggestions won't change the original text until the document owner approves them. Don't forget, you must have edit or comment access to the document to suggest changes. And here, as you can see in my image, to do the suggest edits, here's how it works. So first, in the top corner, make sure you're in suggesting mode, which may also appear as a little box with a little pencil and a line next to it. And then secondly, to suggest an edit, simply begin typing where you think the edit should be made in the document. Your suggestions will then appear in a new color, so you can easily see it, and text to mark or delete or replace is crossed out, but not actually deleted until the document owner approves the suggestion, as I said. And then the document's owner will receive an email with your suggestion, and when they click any suggestion, they can accept it with a check mark or reject it with an X. If you need to open your Google Doc in another program, you can download your doc to another file format. To do this, click File, then Download, and choose one of the following formats. a Microsoft Word document, in open document format, rich text format, an Adobe PDF, plain text, or something that is HTML or a zipped file. Let's move on to Google Sheets, which also equals Microsoft Excel. You can create a new Google Sheet just the same way you would create a new Google Doc, and you can also import and convert any other versions of Microsoft Excel files to Google Sheets the same way you would do a Microsoft Word document to a Google document. But let's see how we can edit our content. To enter and edit your data within a Google Sheet, do the following 3 things. First, you need to rename your spreadsheet, and by doing that, in the top of the page, click Untitled Spreadsheet and simply type in a new name. Then, you can enter text or data simply by clicking a cell and entering the text. And of course, you can insert more items by clicking on the Insert menu to add charts, images, drawings, functions, notes, and more. Next, let's learn how to work with rows, columns, and cells. So as you can see here on the screen, I've got an image of where we can learn how to work with our rows, columns, and cells. And number 1, the Insert menu is where you can add rows, columns, and cells by selecting a cell or block of cells. Then on the menu bar, when you click Insert, you can choose where to add the row, the column, or the cell. And number 2 shows where you can delete or hide rows and columns simply by right-clicking the row number or column letter and select Delete or Hide. Number 3 shows you where to delete a cell or a block of cells. Simply select the cells you want to delete and then click Edit and Delete Cells and Shift Up, or Edit, Delete Cells and Shift Left. Number 4 shows the Move Rows and Columns location there. You click the row number or column letter to select it, then drag it to a new location. And number 5 is where you can freeze your header rows and columns to keep some data in the same place as you scroll through the rest of your spreadsheet. So on the menu bar, click View, then Freeze, and choose an option. You can also work with multiple sheets within Google Sheets or tabs if you're familiar with Microsoft Excel. To add a sheet at the bottom of your spreadsheet, click Add Sheet with the plus sign to add another sheet. To delete or copy a sheet, do the following. Step 1, open the sheet. Step 2, at the bottom of your spreadsheet on the Sheets tab, click the down arrow. And step 3, select Delete or Duplicate. You can share a Google Sheet the same way you would share a Google Doc, but let's learn how to unshare. To stop sharing a file or folder you own, do the following. In Drive, select the shared file or folder, then click Share, it's that person with the little plus sign, and at the bottom, click Advanced. Next to the person you want to stop sharing the file or folder with, click Remove, it's the X, and then click Save Changes. Just like within Google Docs, you can also download your Google Sheet into another file format. To do this, click File, then Download As, and choose one of the following formats: Microsoft Excel, Open Document Format, Adobe PDF document, a comma-separated values document, which is important if you are going to be putting your data into Prime Agent. You can also download it as a tab-separated values document or a web page. If you're familiar with Microsoft PowerPoint, then using Google Slides is going to come very easy to you. Now, you can create, import, and convert files into Google Slides the same way you would as Google Docs and Google Sheets. But let's learn how to edit our content. That's a little bit different. First, we need to choose a theme and a layout. When you first create a presentation, you can choose a theme to give all your slides the same background and text styles for a consistent look and feel. To add a different theme to your presentation, click Import Theme. To change your presentation's layout, click Layout and select an option. Or at the bottom, click Explore. It looks like a little squared off word bubble with a star in it, and choose a suggested layout. There are a lot of layouts to choose from within Google Slides. You'll find yourself very pleased with what they have to offer. Let's see how we can add and edit our content within a slide. So you can see here in my screenshot that I've got the image here, the 5 steps and 5 places where you can add and edit your content. Number 1 at the very top shows you where you can rename your presentation, just as in a Google Doc or Google Sheet. You click Untitled Presentation and enter a new name. And then we're going to go into our Insert menu. So going down in the Insert menu on number 2 there, where you have your images. So you click Insert for the menu and then Image to add images from your computer, the web, Google Drive, and other places. You can also move, delete, or resize images from that menu option there. And number 3, the next one down, for text box, to add a new text box, and then click on a text box to enter the text. You can also move, delete, or resize text boxes as well. And the options there within number 4 to add videos, shapes, charts, and other things there. When you're inside the Insert menu, to add videos, shapes, charts, slide numbers, and other features to your presentation. And you can also move, delete, or resize these inserted features. And at the bottom there, number 5, that's where your speaker notes go. You can use these speaker notes to keep track of your talking points for each slide. In the presentation editor, speaker notes appear beneath the current slide, and when you present your slides, your speaker notes will show in a separate window. Makes that feature pretty handy to use. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to create and arrange your slides. So we've got here on the screen, we're going to go through these 4 points here on how to create and arrange our slides, starting with number 1. So there are several ways to create a new slide, but the easiest way is to click the plus button in the toolbar. You can choose a layout for the new slide by clicking the down arrow next to it. Number 2, it's towards the bottom there, the line there, that is showing you how to move a slide. It's very easy. You drag the slide you want to move to a different position in the presentation, but to move several slides at once, control and click multiple slides before dragging them. So hold that control button and click your slides before dragging them along. And then number 3 there is the delete slide. That's right when you right click the slide you want to delete in the sidebar and click delete. And number 4 is the same action. You right click the slide you want to duplicate in the sidebar and select duplicate slide. You can also share and unshare presentations just as you would any Google Doc or Google Sheet. But you can also add comments and replies. To do this, select the text you'd like to comment on. Then click Comment. It's the little box with the lines in it. And then add Comment, the box with the plus sign. And enter your comment in the box. To direct your task or comment to a specific person, enter a plus sign followed by their email address, and you can add as many people as you want. Each person will get an email with your comment and a link to the file. To assign the comment to a specific person, check the Assign To box. And when you're done, click Comment or Assign. Another really cool feature that Google offers is that you can chat with people directly and in real time too. If more than one person has the document open, just click Show Chat. It's the little person with the lines and the circles into it, next to it, to open a group chat. You can get instant feedback without ever leaving your document. Next, let's learn how to present your slides. When you're ready to preview or present your slides, click the little square with the triangle in it to Present at the top of the page. To see your speaker notes, click the down arrow next to that Present button and select Presenter View. When you move your mouse on your slideshow, a bar temporarily appears with controls to move between the slides, which are the arrows that go left or right, a play, pause, or resume the slideshow buttons. You've got a start a Q&A session with your audience if you're doing it online. You can open the speaker notes window. You can turn a laser pointer on or off should you have one. You can switch from full screen mode. You've also got the gear to see more settings options, and you've got an exit to exit the slideshow. Just like in Google Docs and Google Sheets, you can also download your Google Slides into different file formats. To download your presentation so it can be opened by other programs, click on File, then Download As, and you can choose from the following formats: Microsoft PowerPoint, ODP, a text file, a PDF file, a JPEG file, PNG, or a scalable vector graphics file. Well, that was quite a lot of information that we learned, but I do hope that this information will better help you understand how to advance your business with Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. Once again, I'm Bridget, the technical trainer for Realty Executives New Jersey, and you can contact me at any time should you need any further assistance with any of these programs. That's all for today. See you next time.